Good morning, Bande Matram. Welcome all of you. Here we are in the process of discussing speech control. This is the 22nd episode on speech control. Back Sanjam. This is the 23rd episode, and in this episode we are going to discuss silence compels. Silence compels. Here I want to remind you again. This is the 23rd episode on speech control of speech. So many ways till now, 22 episodes we have completed. Even couple of episodes we have seen in Oriya and the Hindi. Here it is in English, episode number 23. There itself we can be able to analyze and discuss. Maybe we will be in a position to differentiate between the objective of silence and speech. As you know already, we have also recited a couple of times, silence is gold, speech is silver. Speech is silver, silence is gold. So far, the value, when we evaluate, when the value is concerned, material value is concerned. And here also same thing for spiritual religion, you can remember, speech is silver, silence is gold. You can remember again and again, the same thing is happening, and that has to be seen. What really the be silent, be silent, be silent. Look before you live. Never say any unnecessary words. Never say any unnecessary words. Sometimes we prefer to remain silent. Remain silent for a complete day in a month, maybe any specified day that is most reliable for you, and you have fixed the date, whatever may come, situation be whatever may be there, but that day I will maintain silence, complete silence, absolute silence for that day. It is not at all helpful, reliable. Better to control your speech than observing complete silence for the whole day. Now, because one day you keep trying for yourself to remain silent, to maintain the silence, but when you start speaking, you exceed all your limits. You don't know what really you are talking. If you are talking, you don't know if these are helpful at all, needful at all. If it is necessary to talk so, we don't know. We talk like anything, like a machine. We are going for the ceaseless production. So like this we keep talking, but actually these are needless, unnecessary, inexactitude in whichever you see. But you have to control, because you must know the difference between silence and speech. Sri Aurobindo analyzes, expresses and explains all these things. First difference: silence acts, speech gives impulse to action. Everything is done whenever you are going to the battlefield, in no way you are doing anything, any planning in the battlefield. Whatever planning is done, you want what you want to do, how you want to go, how you want to fight, what will be your next state of action, planning. Everything is decided in the pre-evening, in the war room. Only simply you move to in the early morning when the war starts. Of course, this is the war now itself. This type of traditional wars are not at all fought. It was done during the Ramayana period, Treta Yuga, and during the Dwapar Yuga. That itself you felt something. That some rules and regulations will be there. We must try to check out the strategy. Only the war will be limited to the daytime. In the night we'll never attack upon anybody, and some dharma will be, the law of dharma, rule of religion must be imposed upon the fighting war. This time is gone. This era is gone. There self you fought a number of wars have been fought in different times. Haldighat you saw, Kurukshetra Yudh you saw, see, number of Panipat you see, number of wars have been fought in India. Simultaneously you can go up so abroad you can see. There itself people went war, they warred front to front, face to face. Something was going on and finally the result was there. But now itself it is not fought like this. Of course soldiers are there, planning room is there, but wars are not fought that way. It has been completely changed. You are sitting something around 5,000 kilometers away or maybe 10,000 kilometers away. There itself you can see intercontinental ballistic missile, something is being carried. So it is actually, hitting your target, then everything is over. Of course, it has got, but this face-to-face war, it is not at all seen. To some extent, you can see right before couple of months, these China people, China soldier and Indian soldier, all at a sudden there was a tussle, a quarrel, there was a fight. Some soldiers lost their lives, but actually it is rare. Anyway, Sri Aurobindo quotes, silence acts and speech gives impulse to action. Impulse, there itself the acting acts who silence only acts. That example I have given, maybe in the previous one, in one of our talks I have given the examples about this French Revolution. About this French Revolution, you must have recalled about the French Revolution. If the French Revolution took place, it was because a soul on the Indian snows dreamed of God as the freedom, brotherhood and equality. Nothing was there. Nothing was there in France. But the thing is that it happened. The source, the starting point, everything was in the Indian snows. A soul dreamed. A soul on the Indian shores dreamed God. Not that really, it is not the, of course, it is relating to a soul who is residing in the snow. And Sri Aurobindo is concluding. So we can feel something great, something big. Definitely not something, definitely it is big and great. So he dreamed of God, not like a daydream what you are planning. God as freedom, brotherhood and equality. There itself happened. Where is France? Where is India? And not only in India, this is not war room or this is something like a medical, military chamber or military planning room or war room. Indian knows he is simply dreaming in his vision and seeing, dreaming God as equality, fraternity and brotherhood. And those three words, fraternity, equality, brotherhood, it came as the big slogans and the great outcomes of this French war. You have seen, you have remembered. That's what it prepares. Speech gives impulse to action, but it really the acting thing, that is silence. In second phase, you can find silence compels. You can't see, you can't sit, you can't sleep. You have to act because it is very time to act. This lethargy, this inertia must go. There is no place for inertia and lethargy. You have to come forward. You have to act. What is the use of simply sitting, dreaming, or rather daydreaming? It has got absolutely no value. Don't pretend, be. No words, act. So here also silence, what it does compels. And when there is a compulsion from silence, silence compels, speech persuades. Because the starting will be it will start from silence that compels, and the speech persuades. And finally, you have seen a couple of times, it might be that line I have quoted many times. Silence prepares, speech manifests. It has to come and manifest. But how it will manifest? That ground must be prepared for that, no? So for that actually, speech manifests. For that actually, you have to prepare the ground. What is that ground? Who will prepare the ground? That is silence. that a temple is built, okay. So you have to put the Dadhinauti on that. That is there. You have to, that colors. You have to establish there. That is not also your rule. For that actually higher nature is there, it has to complete up. And the third phase comes, who will manifest the secret God? How can we be there? The God himself has to come and manifest. So initial thing, it can be prepared with these people that 1,200, that laborers. They have done, but the second step, dharma came. So far this Konark Mandir is concerned. Vishnu Maharana and the co, they built the temple, and the dharma, he had to, establish that Dadhinauti, colors on the temple. But the thing is that so far the manifestation case was concerned, for that actually the Supreme came. There itself, here also same case you can go. Ego claims the world for his own use, like 1,200 these people who built up the temple. Nature does most in him, the scholars will be established on that. Still then it is not enough. It is not enough. Nature does in him God the highest. What can be done by this human ego or higher nature? That has to be accomplished, that has to be prepared, that has to be done only by the secret God, by the divine. So here also you can remember, silence prepares. When the heavenly Ganga came to the earth was not prepared, ready, but it had need. It actually there was a silent prayer, continuous aspiration, steadfast aspiration for the Ganga to come back from Surga, heaven to the earth. It had necessity, but earth is not prepared. For that, Lord Shiva came into the middle. Shiva came through him. Lord Shiva's head, here, Ganga came to the earth, and that pressure was to some extent nullified. All the pressure was burned by Lord Shiva. Second case, you can take the example of your Lord. Who was he? Sri Aurobindo. When the supramental force descended, there was a necessity for the supramental change, for the manifestation of the Superman. For them, it was necessary. That force was badly necessary. It was absolutely needful for this transformation. But thing is that earth was not prepared for that. Sri Aurobindo himself took him in his body and had to die at will. So like this, speech has to manifest. Where? How? Who will prepare the ground? None but silence. It has got absolutely silence in silence. That the ground has to be prepared. For that actually this silence is prepared and the speech manifests. So here we are nicely we have discussed three things. One, silence prepares, speech manifests. Silence acts, speech gives impulse to action. Just it has been learned, it is not enough. It has to manifest, it has to magnify. So for that actually it is necessary, the impulsion is necessary to action, and that has to be given by the speech. And in the next page you can find silence compels. After getting all this impulsion, after preparation, after this manifestation, preparation, manifestation, action, getting the impulsion and the compulsion, you have to be compelled. That compulsion is necessary, compelled. You have to be compelled. If it is compelled, you are ready and prepared, so that this speech will persuade to do so. It has got. So you have to think about the silence. And from the absolute silence, some word will be formed. The word is formed, the word will come forward. And with these wordings are coming forward, that will create a very, a meaningful atmosphere, very favorable atmosphere for your action to manifest. The word is in the hidden silences, the word is formed. From hidden silences, the act is born. In silence seeks the God's meaning in thy depths. Silence, the mystic birthplace of the soul. So many ways, in different wordings from Sri Aurobindo, we have analyzed on silence. For that actually, absolute silence is not being done in a single day. So not even nothing is done in a one day or one moment. For that, actually, you have to keep trying. It is a continuous process that you have to take proper decision, and a proper planning must be necessary. And for that, actually, control of speech is absolutely essential. Anyway, 22nd episode has been finished. Maybe a couple of more will try to go forward. Now I am trying to conclude with giving words. In the next session we'll meet in the same time. Dhanyavad. Thank you.